Good day, class. Today's topic will be focusing on the classification and types of volcanic eruption. Check out our learning objectives. First, we have differentiate between active and inactive volcanoes. Second, describe the different types of volcanic eruption. And the last one, recognize the importance of volcano. Before we start, let us have a short review about our previous lesson. For our review, let us have a word scramble. What to do is to identify the word being described in the following statement and arrange the jumble letter. For question number 1, these are the natural opening in the Earth's surface where molten rocks, smoke, gases, and ashes are ejected. Okay, the correct answer is volcano. You got it, class. Very good. It is a funnel-shaped depression at top of a volcano formed as a result of explosive eruption. The correct answer is crater. Very good. For question number 3, it is a volcanic crater that is formed when a part of the wall of the crater collapses following an explosive eruption. The correct answer is caldera. For number 4, what do you call on molten rocks inside the earth? Yes, the answer is magma. For number 5, what do you call on magma that has been ejected out of a volcano? Yes, the answer is lava. Keep up the good work. Let us proceed to our lesson proper. Look at the picture shown in your screen right now. Are you familiar with these images? Yes, this is the breathtaking scenery at Taal Lake on Philippine island of Luzon, specifically in Batangas. Makes it one of the country's most popular tourist destinations. Nowadays, this volcano shows volcanic activity. The Philippines is known for its diverse natural resources such as mountains and volcanoes. Having these in the countries is not surprising because Philippines is situated on part of the Pacific Ring of Fire, which is characterized by frequent earthquakes and volcanic eruption. Since Philippines is located along the Pacific Ring of Fire, it houses numerous volcanoes such as the majestic Mayon volcano in Albay that has erupted last January 13, 2018, and Mount Taal in Batangas. Who could forget a fresh memory of the terrible eruption of Taal volcano on January 12, 2020 after 43 years of inactivity following the 1977 eruption. Most active volcanoes on Earth are located in the circumference of the Pacific Ring of Fire, and again, Philippines is included. Did you know that our country has more than 100 volcanoes as of 2014? Making us known as a home of many volcanoes. There are some ways by which volcanoes can be classified. According to the system adopted by the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology or PHIVOLCS, volcanoes can be classified as active or inactive volcanoes. We have active volcano. When we say active volcano, it is a volcano that has had at least one record of eruption during the past 10,000 years, meaning it had erupted and had shown volcanic activity. An active volcano might erupting or dormant. So when we say dormant volcano, it's an active volcano that is not erupting but supposed to erupt again. And according to PHIVOLCS, there are 24 active volcanoes in the country. That is a lot, class. Imagine, there are 24 active volcanoes that might erupt in our country. And I have here listed the 24 active volcanoes in the Philippines and their location. On the other hand, we can also classify volcanoes as an inactive volcano. So when we say inactive volcano, they are also called extinct extinct or sleeping volcanoes. It is one that could erupt but has not erupted for more than 10,000 years. But take note, class, that there are some instances that inactive volcanoes can be active again. Despite being dormant for thousands of years, inactive does not necessarily indicate that the volcanoes will not erupt again. One example is Mount Pinatubo. And did you know that before Mount Pinatubo was an inactive volcano? However, it erupted on year 1991 and the type of eruption it had was the Plinian eruption, which is the most excessively and explosive eruption. Therefore, an inactive volcano can still be an active one. Okay, here are some of the inactive volcanoes in the Philippines. Take a look, class. Okay, class, you have learned the two classifications of volcanoes. Now, let us learn the different types of volcanic eruption or the types of volcano according to its eruption. Volcanoes erupt differently. They are generally classified as wet or dry depending on the magma's water content. Volcanoes are described according to the style of eruption as follows. First, we have phreatic or hydrothermal. It is a stream-driven eruption as the hot rocks comes in contact with water. It is short-lived, characterized by ash columns, but may be an onset of a larger eruption. One example is Taal volcano in Batangas exhibit this type of eruption. Next is the phreatomagmatic. It is a violent eruption due to the contact between water and magma. As a result, a large column of very fine ash and high-speed and sideway emission of pyroclastic cold base surges are observed. Note, class, that in phreatomagmatic, it is the interaction of water and magma. The third one is the strombolian. So when we say strombolian, it is a periodic to violent eruption characterized by fountain lava. Take note, it is characterized by fountain lava. Next, we have volcanian. So when we say volcanian, it is characterized by tall eruption that reach up to 20 kilometers high with pyroclastic flow and asphalt tephra. Take note, when we say volcanian, it is characterized by tall eruption. The last one is the Plinian. So Plinian, it is excessively explosive type of eruption of gas and pyroclastic. Take note that when we say Plinian, it is characterized by excessively explosive type of eruption. Type of eruption is showed by Pinatubo volcano found in Zambales. Again, the 5 types of volcanic eruptions are the following. First, we have phreatic or the hydrothermal. The second one is the phreatomagmatic that happens between the interaction of magma and water. The third one is the strombolian eruptions as characterized as fountain lava. The fourth one is the volcanian as characterized as tall eruption. And the last one is the Plinian as the most excessively explosive eruption. 2 types of volcano according to its record of eruption. We have active volcano. A volcano is active if it has a record of eruption. And the second one is the inactive volcano, wherein it is inactive volcano if there is no volcanic activity and no record of eruption. Okay, class, for your activity 1, using the figures below, identify and describe the type of eruption shown in every picture. Determine if it is Plinian, phreatomagmatic, volcanian, strombolian, or phreatic or hydrothermal. Okay, for your activity 2, make your volcano erupt. Wherever the following materials needed and the direction. Or you can use another materials for as long as your volcano erupt. Okay, class, get a paper and a ball pen and answer the following question. Read each statement carefully. Write the correct word or words that is are being described in this statement. Okay, number 1. This refers to the opening in the Earth's crust that allows molten rock from beneath the crust to reach the surface. Number 2. This pertains to the molten materials formed at depth and oozes up beneath the Earth's surface. Number 3. The molten material that erupts and flows out from the volcano. Number 4. This refers to the volcanoes that erupted 10,000 years ago based on the analysis of their material. Number 5. A volcano can be classified as blank if it has no record of eruption for the last 10,000 years. Number 6. This type of volcanic eruption exhibit excessively explosive types of eruption of gases and pyroclastic. Number 7. A type of volcanic eruption that results to the formation of a large column of very fine ash and high-speed and sideways emission of pyroclastic. Number 8. This eruption style is characterized by tall eruption columns as exhibited by the Paricutin volcano in Mexico. Number 9. This volcanic eruption is known for having a periodic weak to violent eruption characterized by fountain lava. Number 10. This volcanic eruption is known as stream-driven eruption due to the contact of hot rocks and water. For your assignment, read about the hazardous effects of volcanic eruptions and answer the following questions. First, what are the 2 hazards caused by volcanic eruptions? Second, what are the examples of these hazards caused by eruptions? Your reference will be Science and Technology 9, Learner's Material, page 10 to 180, or other references. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something new.